MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the opener of this three-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. John Lester will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Stepping in, Juan Lagares, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
2-1 to Juan Lagares. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Hit out towards second. Kipnis has it, and there's one away.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Will Myers, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Now the first pitch here from Lester. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone.
Oh, way to get dirty. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
Batting third, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's low.
Two out, nobody on. Two and 0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too tight with that one. 3 and 0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Fernando.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Ready with the 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Friars shortstop. It's a ball and a strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Ready with the 1-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Dinelson Lamet will be the man on the mound for the Friars. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Digging in, David Bodie. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Cubs, the shortstop, David.
And the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight, come and try to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Naylor has room in foul territory, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Lagares is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, the third baseman, Bryant.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Kris Bryant. First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. Cubs are down in order. Still no score. Here's Manny Machado now, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action.
Manny Machado.
First offering on its way. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
A ball and a strike now to Machado.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Kipnis ranging into the outfield. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Brian Dozier at the plate. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. He's got that average up over 340 now. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Comes set and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. That misses. 1-2. Machado on at first, nobody out. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
So now to the plate, Josh Naylor, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Through an inning and a half, no score on MLB Network. Cubs 4-hole hitter Wilson Contreras. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 2. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches and become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Base is empty here with nobody out. All even now, 2-2. And now a pitch on the way.
3-2.
And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First offering on its way.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A runner at first with no outs here. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball, or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
2 balls, no strike.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
From the stretch. Hit out towards second. Dozier ranging to his right. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Top of the third set to get underway. Digging in now for San Diego, Francisco Mejia, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Next to the plate for the Padres, Dinelson Lamet. First pitch on its way.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Happ is there, two gone.
The center fielder, number 7, Juan Lagares.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. First delivery to him on the way. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he falls behind 0-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. It remains 1-0. The next Cub up, Jason Kipnis, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Ball one. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Two and one after the foul ball there. Fouled off. Another one sent foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
The pitcher, John Lester, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First offering on its way. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. One there. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
So one gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. From the belt, the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. That's by him for strike one. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 2-1.
That's ball three.
The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike three.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. Cubs lead it 1-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's bad.
Myers awaiting the 1-0. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike one.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next to the Padres, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. On the season, Pham comes into action sporting a slugging line above .650. And that's not something you see every day. Truly an elite power bat. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the first pitch here from Lester. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And it's 1-1.
Hey, it's much easier to lay off the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Hayward. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Bryant. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0. Go back off the plate, ball 2.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
To the plate now, Victor Caratini. Pulled toward right center field. Myers is after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
At the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Just missing here, 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Two 2-0 count and the pitch.
Nope, upstairs.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Now a swing and a fly ball, and it's a foul ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. The average has been good, 306 to start the day. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Inside, he misses ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. A little bit outside. 2-1.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Here's the 2-1. David Bodie would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We're through 4. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Leading off for the Padres,
Thank you, Heidi.
the third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
And that misses 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Loud contact by Dozier and a ball with carry to left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left. Number 197 in his career. And the Padres have come back to tie this one at 2 apiece.
This is a perfect example of the total concentration it takes to be a pitcher at this level. He was on cruise control, hitting his spots, preserving a 2-run lead, and then boom, he misses his location, and the game is tied. Back to square one.
The first baseman, number 22.
Into the box, Josh Naylor. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. That evens it up 1-1. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
And now a pitch on the way. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
At the plate, Francisco Mejia. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Fastball too high, ball 4.
Now batting, the pitcher, Dinelson.
So here now's the pitcher, Dinelson Lamet. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. And they will have him bunting with one away as he gets this one down. To second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey!
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Nope, up there.
Soft liner to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Here's Will Myers. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Thank you, Heidi. Standing in, David Bodie. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
David Bodie.
On its way is pitch number 75. Ripped down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Ball 2 now.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
The 2-0 on the way is taken. Strike 1. The 2-1 home.
Ball, that's inside.
2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Here's Chris Bryant now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
From the stretch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. That misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
None out, runners at first and second. And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as he'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Cal Quantrill is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Cal Quantrill.
Wilson Contreras will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Two pitches fouled away. He's ready now to pitch, and he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Victor Caratini, as he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. There's one. The turn throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So striding in, Tommy Pham will match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Pham tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hopped up. Caratini moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. there's ball one. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
1 out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count, 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. To third. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny Machado.
And in steps Manny Machado. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Now Lester's 0-1.
Nope. That's inside. Aye.
2 out, nobody on. And he watches a called 3rd strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Padres down in order. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, so stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0. That's smoked, but right into the shift. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Now to the plate, Ian Happ. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1-0 the count. The pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. And this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Second baseman,
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
In now, John Lester. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. No hits to this point. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for one, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Stepping into the box, David Bodie. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
And he takes ball one. The 1-0. On the ground for Dozier at second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th, and Chicago's taking a 3-2 lead. Brian Dozier will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Set to deliver the 0-1. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Alec Mills will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Alex Miniak.
Stepping in now, Josh Naylor, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. in the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Mills, a 6'4" right-hander. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's working on bringing home the tying run standing at second base. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And there's out number 2.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Eric Hosmer will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 30, Eric Hosmer.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 1-1 the pitch. In the air down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And another foul ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Ground ball right side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
The center fielder, number 7, Juan Lagares.
Coming to the plate now, Juan Lagares, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
He's set. The 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
So here's Will Myers. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
The 0-1 offering. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Cubs 3 and the Friars 2. Craig Stammen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
Striding in, Jason Hayward. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off. The 0-1.
Ball that's outside.
Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2.
We got 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he misses there. 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. He's around first, heading for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box now, Victor Caratini. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kyle Schwarber would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out here and a runner at second. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Comes set, the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Slider laid off for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. In the dirt. Throw to third, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. Second and third, 2 away. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
From the stretch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
2 out, bases loaded. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0 right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dan Winkler will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Albert Almora is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to begin the 8th, striding into the box, Tommy Pham. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Here comes the 0-1. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fouled away. The 1-2. Liner in there for a base hit.
Up next for the Padres, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll dive back in. So now to the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team, it doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over it.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Machado now on 0-1.
That's a ball. 1-1.
There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Pham rounds third and is striding for home. He'll score, and the Padres tie it. We are knotted at 3.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Rowan Wick is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Into the box, Brian Dozier, as it's grounded sharply to first. On to second, but it's a wide throw, and the shortstop can't recover. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Josh Naylor. From the belt, the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. Standing in now, Francisco Mejia. Taken in by Kipnis. They get the force at the plate. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter, the pitcher,
Greg Garcia will grab a bat to pinch hit, and he'll do so with a couple of runners in scoring position here, but with 2 out in the inning.
Greg Garcia.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Comes set, the 0-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 4 and the Cubbies 3. Emilio Pagan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 14, Emilio Pagan.
Stepping in, Jason Kipnis. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. The Cubbies find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, there's another bullet base hit. 12 runners left on up to this. Could it be in 13 runners stranded so far, Mark?
The hitting coach might be looking for another job if somebody doesn't find an alley and clear these bases. 12, potentially 13 runners left on base is unforgivable.
Number 2, Nico.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
Two balls and a strike. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Payoff pitch one more time. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And that'll score the tying run. We're back to even, 4 apiece.
Hey, with that RBI base hit right there, D-Row, things are all tied up, and we've got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, Dan. That's all you look for. Get us back to neutral and let our guy get back out on that mound and do his thing.
In now, David Bodie. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 0-1. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ryan.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The set and the 1-0. High and deep to left center field. Looking up is the left fielder. At the track, the wall. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a 2-run shot to left center, and it's now 6-4.
Big-time bomb right there. It's about time now for the closer to get ready and slam the door on this one.
Andres Munoz enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 52, Andres Munoz.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras bounced towards the mound. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Padres. It's the Cubs 6 and the Padres 4. Nico Horner will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
Second base, number 2, Nico Horner. Now pitching for the Cubs.
9th inning save situation coming up now as they'll entrust Craig Kimbrell with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. Juan Lagares will be charged with trying to start a rally in the 9th as they go to work against Kimbrell.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Lagares carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Here's the 1-0. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. 2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for ball 3.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So coming to the plate, Will Myers, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. As a look, now the pitch. And a ball 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Popped him up. Bryant has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. A runner on first with 2 away.
Ball 1.
A ball and a strike.
1-0.
And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. San Diego down to their final strike. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Got him swinging in the dirt. Contreras finds it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Cubs came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Rowan Wick claims the win out of the pen, his first. Craig Kimbrell hammers down the save, his second. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. For the Padres, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Tonight's state attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649.